Hi, this is Ms. Pratt coming to you from Dealey Plaza in Dallas, Texas. The location specifically where John Fitzgerald Kennedy, the President of the United States in the 1960s, was assassinated. This happened on November 22nd, 1963. So it's been a minute, but we still remember the President fondly for a few of the things that he was able to accomplish in his 18 months in office. So I'm going to go ahead and share some facts about the area with you and show you a few of the areas and explain what happened during that day. Right behind me, right here, the building you're looking at is actually the Texas School Depository building. And this is the location where a man named Lee Harvey Oswald worked. And in this building is where people heard shots fired towards the president and his motorcade. Now this motorcade was coming from Texas Hall, heading towards Carswell Air Force Base. This is the highway. I'm panning it back and forth, going from the city and leading into the highways that take you out to the outlying areas of Dallas, Fort Worth, Irving, and all the other smaller cities. Now where I am standing is known as what's called the Grassy Knoll. Grassy Knoll is an area where some people who were watching the president thought that maybe a second shooter may have appeared. Now, this eyewitness account may not actually be very accurate because first of all, eyewitness accounts are not always accurate. Second of all, if you were witnessing the President of the United States being assassinated, you would be running possibly as well. And this is what some of these eyewitnesses had said, is that there was a person that has started running as soon as the shots were fired. Now, there is some evidence that a second shooter may have actually been part of the conspiracy to kill the president. And this is because both President Kennedy and Texas Governor John Connally were both hit by bullets. There was a third person hit, but both of the other two parties covered. Now, after Lee Harvey Oswald shot the president, he reportedly went home and got a pistol and then shot and assassinated a Dallas police officer by the name of J.P. Tippit. Now, 2 days after this whole incident, Lee Harvey Oswald was taken into custody. And while he was in custody, he was walking in the courthouse being walked by Dallas police. And a Dallas club owner by the name of Jack Ruby actually shot him. And this actually made it onto the television news. In fact, Lee Harvey Oswald was taken to Parkland Memorial Hospital, the same hospital that President Kennedy was taken to, where both of them later died. Jack Ruby actually was convicted of Lee Harvey Oswald's death, but he went for an appeal, and actually his conviction was overturned. That means that whatever they convicted him of is no longer counting against him, but he did die in prison. The reason why there's so many conspiracies regarding the death of President Kennedy is because so many people died so quickly after the events took place. So there are accounts saying that there may be a conspiracy behind the shooting, but what those specific details are still up for debate. So memorials are now standing in the locations where there was once just plain areas of no grass. This is one of the memorial, and this is the other part of the memorial over here that stands right outside the book depository. I hope you have enjoyed this little bit of history of United States here in Dallas, Texas.